Hi guys, it's Sham again and welcome to Engineering Hub. So today we're going to talk about a very important discussion in problem solving techniques. I think you might have heard about this in even in manufacturing, out of manufacturing sectors also. That's called the fishbone diagram. So what you see in the back of me is the layout of the fishbone diagram. So what is a fishbone diagram and why it is called a fishbone diagram? So fishbone diagram or an Ishikawa diagram, because it's been founded by Ishikawa. So he's the man behind the fishbone diagram for the problem solving techniques, how to go through how to solve a problem based on the various factors. If you have a concern, if you have a problem, then how are you going to solve it? So what are the factors that decide the problem, and how to find the root cause? So basically this diagram, this fishbone diagram, used to conclude the root cause of the problem. There may be many techniques. There may be YY analysis, there may be 7QC tools, and it's one of the 7QC tools actually. It's a part of 7QC tools. That one of the techniques is called this YY. So we're going to detail discuss about what is the fishbone diagram, what is the thing is basically. Okay, so you can see in front of me, right? It's a board. It's a pictorial representation. There is a root cause available here, and various factors has been represented here. So all the six causes are like what is the cause from man issue, what is the cause from machine, and what is the cause from method and material, measurement, and environment. So these are the basic factors that govern the root cause. So what are the factors contributing from each of these things, so let me just tell you within it's like a bit of personal example. Okay, so suppose there's a concern with your machine, or there's a concern with your some workplace on in either your personal hygiene. So what are the causes that represent from the man? So suppose there is a machine breakdown, or there is a spindle breakdown. So or you need to find, is it really from the cause of the man? So you just need to write down what are the significant and insignificant causes. Significant and insignificant means the factors which can contribute, and insignificant means which the factors which cannot contribute. So those which are not related to the root cause of the problem. Okay, so let me put down in a simple way. Okay, so suppose you have a breakdown of the machine, and the cause was not through the operator. The operator is the one that drives the machine. So but you still want to write it down. Okay, you still want to note down that this may be a part of the problem, so you just would write it down here. So maybe due to the mistake of the operator. Okay, so I'm just going to write out here. Okay, so this is the cause of the man. So due to the mistake of the operator. Okay, and what are the other causes that can rise because of the man? A man is basically the one who's driving it. So it's maybe the use of an unskilled operator, the operator who does not know how to work the machine. So that may be one of the reason. Okay, so we are going to write that one also. So it's really unskilled operator. Okay, so we have written like two causes of this which can arise through the man or through the operator, but we just need to verify that one. So its verification is a different kind of process. So we're just going to this basically we write down the what are the causes that can contribute from these factors, these man, machine, method, and environment process. So we're just going to, it's like a kind of brainstorming, right? So and another one is, so we've just written down like two cause of the man, and what are the reasons from due to the material. So material in the sense, if you are running an injection molding machine or a press tool, so there is a metal feeding through the machine. So you have to put some if it's an injection molding machine, you have to put some raw metal into the the feeder and the hopper. So it can be due to the material. So it's maybe one of the cause of the material is they have used a wrong material for that product. Suppose you have to use a PP and you have used a PC material. So I'm just going to write that one also because I have a doubt in that. Okay. So wrong material used. Okay, so there may be many cause of the material. It may be either of the wrong material, or maybe some the shortage of the material. maybe they haven't used a specified amount of material. So what are the causes pertaining from the material concern of the product? So maybe the root cause, maybe the cause, you know, the concern may not be from the material, but we're just going to write what are the contributions that can come from the material. Okay. So and the other part is the measurement. So there's an operator who is running the part, who is running the machine, and he has to use a checking instrument. And if the instrument may be, it may be a vernier caliper, it may be micrometer or some other gauges like hardness or something, but he hasn't checked it properly, or either the machine is broken or the instrument is broken, or the machine which is using is not properly calibrated. So these are the factors that can contribute to the measurement factor of the issue, root cause. So we'll just going to whatever I have told you, we're just going to write it down. Okay. So the first one which I told you, it's the it may be a wrong instrument, right? Wrong instrument. So wrong instrument is basically like you have to use a vernier caliper for that one, but you're using something else. You're using a scale to measure that one, which is totally inappropriate for that product. Okay. So we just write it down, wrong instrument, and the instrument is not calibrated. Okay, instrument is not calibrated. You just have to write it here. Okay, it's basically like it's a tree like factor. So we can write it here. Another cost you can write it here. So instrument issue, and you just have to like one should be here and another one should be here. So there will be much more space you can write your factors, right? So another one which I told you, one is the wrong instrument, another instrument different, some things like not calibrated. Okay. So instrument is not calibrated. Okay. And another one is the environment factors. So environment factors is basically like when you are running a molding machine, so you have to depend on the temperature factors. Even if it's it requires the heating of the material, then you can't you have to make sure that when in the winter season the temperatures of the outside room temperature will be much lower, then you have to make sure that you have to make adjustment according to the temperature of the machine. So if it's basically the standard requires the material to process in the 23 degrees Celsius of the room temperature, then during the winter season it will be like around 19 degrees or 15 degrees on, or either in cold countries it will go like around 5 degrees or 0 degrees. So we have to make sure that you have to, the problem doesn't ensure from the environment it doesn't contribute to the issue. Okay. So I'm just going to write down that outside temperature was lower. It's basically just a small just example. It can be something else also. So the another one is the method. So method is basically how you are going to process the product. If you have a separate stations, or how you're going to make sure how the product has been flown in the process. If, suppose you have three stages of product inspection. Okay, so one is picking the part by hand, another one is you have to wear a gloves. So if it's not wearing a gloves, and how the product, it should be like some products are like you can't touch it with your bare hands, because there may be a reaction from your hands and to the product, and it may be like the moisture from your hands may stick on the machining part, and it may get some oxidation process can happen, and while the product has been processed till the end, you will find some rust issue on that part. So some method was changed, so you can like gloves was not used, or some some change of method happened. So comparing the other causes of the method, so you can see there is like if you're using for using injection molding machine, so there you have the granules need to be like preheated. So the granules can come from a bag from from the manufacturer. They just send those bags here, and various weather conditions will be there, and you have to face the rain, you have to face the winter. So there's a moisture will be on those granules, so you have to make sure that it is being preheated. So it's like a preheating like process of heating the metal before you're feeding to the machine. So the preheating was not done properly. So it's like you have to make sure that it's been preheated, but in a series of like 3 hours or 2 hours, but it's not done properly. So it's like a method of that part which was not done. So we can just write it down as a cause. Okay, so I'm just writing down preheating was not done properly. Okay, so we have like founded like two causes for the method cause. So and the machine cause. So machine causes like you have a broken down machine, or you have a power shutdown, or you have like some spindle has been broken in the machine. So these things are like contributing to the machine. So you're just going to write it down everything. For I just write down two of my for the examples. Okay, so I'm just going down to write down that the pin was broken. Okay, so pin was broken, and here is the machine power shutdown. Power shutdown. Okay, power shutdown or machine has been, there's a breakdown. Okay, so there's two causes to be precise to the fact. So we have like all the causes which can contribute to the various factors. And we have from the man, we have what are the causes that can contribute to this issue, and the material, what are the causes that can contribute to this issue, and from the measurement, what are the causes that can contribute to this issue, and from the environment, and from the method and machine. So basically the issue is the streaks in a part. The streaks are like streaks problem is like you have when you take a plastic part, you have like white patches around white silver linings. It's called streaks issue. So for this issue, what are the factors that can contribute from all of these things? So you're going to like basically you have put down all your ideas. So you are going to verify one by one what are the causes, maybe whether it can contribute. So mistake of the operator, so you're going to go and check the operator, whether operator has done the problem. You're going to simulate the process. So you can simulate, and you have checked that it's not the mistake of the operator. So the next one is the unskilled operator. So unskilled operator means you have to make sure that the operator runs the operator which is running the machine is eligible to run the product. So you have like various skill matrix, skill level defined in the organization. So you have to make sure that it's being followed. So when you're going to check whether the operator who has run the machine has a skill level. So if it's not the skill level, then you can make that this was a fact. So because it would might have been defined that level 3, there is a level 3 is like you know everything about the machine, you know everything about the process. So you're like eligible to run the machine, but you are using a level 2 operator who doesn't know what can be done when there is a problem with the machine, or maybe he doesn't know the awareness of the product. So that may be a cause. So we can write this cause as a significant cause. Okay, so the unskilled operator, right? So unskilled operator can be a cause, and the other is the material, wrong metal. Whether you can check the check sheets where some of the metal has been used. So you have checked it, and you find that it's not an issue. So this is not a significant cause. So you can term it as an insignificant cause. We have a separate topic regarding that. So I'm just going to brush up through the basics of what is the layout of this, and from measurement. What is it, it's a wrong instrument measurement or not calibrated. So these things you can check by the sticker of those, there is an identification of the calibration condition in the machine, in the instrument. So you can verify that things. And similarly in the environment, how you're going to check this temperature, that you might have heard of this pyrometer, or uh, thermohygrometer is there where you can measure the actual temperature of the room temperature, what is the temperature and surroundings of you. So these things can be verified, and they might have written in some check sheets, right? So from there you can verify it. Okay, and another one is a method which I told you, the preheating was done not run properly. So it's like basically the streaks can happen through the preheating issue. So you can like confirm to those those tracking. So everything is like every issues that is being written here, they might be documented in your process. So you just have to verify that these documents has been followed properly, has been not followed properly, or some deviation is there. So this is how you normally get to the what are the factors that can contribute to the issue of the product, which are reliable or not reliable. So you just have to go through the process. You might have, based on your experience and based on your knowledge of the process, you can just derive what can contribute to this problem through this fishbone diagram. So that's widely used in all your organization, all your management, whatever it may be, in automotive, it may be a pharmaceutical, it may be an IT sector also. So these things are used widely commonly, and even it can be used in your personal life also. So maybe you can change factor here on there, but you can use to solve your basic idea problem also. So that's it, guys. I hope you have learned something from this video, and I'm really excited and really hopeful, and teach you new things every day. And I hope you really like this video, and if you want to learn more things, do subscribe, and do share it to your friends, and ask them to subscribe also if they want to learn and build up their knowledge. So this is Sham signing off. Thank you, guys.